guys. Today we're going to be wrapping up basically the after independence or like the move to independence in Africa. Really wrapping up the Congo, as most of the political cartoons you're going to be looking at are going to be dealing with the Congo today. So that should kind of wrap things up before we take a look at more modern Africa, which will be our last like mini unit of the year. Just a reminder before I start to go through and explain what you're going to do with these political cartoons, please, if you are missing work, make sure you make it up and then make sure you send me an email. I'm having a lot of students who, one, aren't handing in work, and then when they finally do, they're not telling me. And it's really difficult, and sometimes it takes a couple days for me to even realize it because Teams does not tell me when you submit late work. So please make sure you're staying up to date on everything. You still have to get to a passing section. Otherwise, this counts as an incomplete for this quarter. You're going to have to make that up in the fall. And I don't want that for anybody. So make sure that you're at least getting it to that 60 point. That really shouldn't be too terribly difficult to do. And I have great faith that all of you can even do more than that. If you need help, please seek me out. I hold Zoom meetings at least twice a week, and I can help you through email. So make sure you're getting the help that you need. I am not in a classroom. I can't see when you're struggling. So let me talk about these political cartoons. Now look, political cartoons are tough, and I understand that. I just want you to try and do your best. And as long as you're doing, I can see that you're trying, you're going to get full credit for it. So why don't we take a look at the assignment? All right, so this is political cartoons. This is the first one, okay? It's a happy family at Berlin. The hint here is Berlin, okay? You've read something about Africa. This one isn't specific to the Congo, but you've read something about Africa as far as maybe thinking in relation to Berlin. Where have you heard Berlin before in relation to Africa? That's my huge hint for this one. I will admit this first cartoon is the hardest out of all of them. Okay, and we do have more of a little label here about Showman, the British Lion, and the Russian Bear will now embrace. It's all right, ladies and gentlemen, this effect has been well rehearsed. So what you're gonna have to do is tell me, what are the symbols? What do they represent? What are the labels in this cartoon? What do they mean? What do you need to know in order to understand the cartoon, specifically what event? And that, again, my hint here is think about Berlin and what does Berlin have to do with Africa? And then what is the overall message of the political cartoon? What is the author or the artist trying to say? I will say that this caption here about the showman, that is key in understanding the message. Again, I know it's tough. Do the best you can. That's all I'm going to ask of you. As long as you're filling everything else out, I don't mind if that's not exactly accurate. I won't nick you for that, but I want you to try. The others are definitely easier. This is the next one. Um, I will say with this to kind of help you out, although you probably will recognize it already. Gee, okay, you got a snake here. What does the head of the snake, who does that look like to you? Okay, that's my hint for that one. And again, it's what symbols, what do you need to know in order to understand this cartoon? So what specific event is it talking about? What is the overall message of the political cartoon? Okay, here's another one. What symbols are used? Okay, what do they represent? What are the labels? What do you need to know in order to understand the cartoon? And what is the overall message? Okay, and there's enough here that you should be able to get. And then finally, the last one, which is more overall Africa compared to the previous few. Take a look at it, see what you can make out of it, and you know the questions by now. Okay, I know this is tough, but it's a good way to wrap this up because this is a moment where we can pause and think about, do you understand what we've talked about as far as Africa is concerned up until this point? If you need help, reach out. Again, Friday we'll have a Zoom meeting, and today is a Zoom meeting. I don't know if you'll see this before then, but 9:30 tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow. 9:30 is always the time frame, but Wednesday, 9:30, Fridays, 9:30. Okay. And occasionally I'll throw in Mondays, but we'll see as we get closer to. If I think that there's a need for it, I'll put it in, but I just don't want to be setting up these meetings and not seeing anyone. If I find that becomes a thing, I'll just stop doing during the week and I'll only do on Fridays. But again, that they're there to help you. I want you to have that aspect. I know it's not the same as being in a classroom, but it's the best we can do right now. Okay. So if you have questions, reach out. Otherwise, good luck. All right. Bye, guys.